Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. On a much better day really. Yesterday was evil. Not a good day to be a gardener. Today, sun's out, although cold, much better day. So today, day 5 of the Lowcostbeer Advent Calendar. Just had an email. Been interesting so far, different variations and beers. So let's see what's behind the door. Good evening. Not too bad, thanks. Although I've got a mess to clean up in my dining room, but I've had an explosion with a bruise. Oh. So, no doubt I've never heard of this before. So, Hickey, the Rake. It's a Limonata pale with schools on the front. 4.2%. Newcastle upon Tyne. Yeah, so never heard of them. Oh, is it Wylam? Oh, yeah, Wylam. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah, it helps to read it properly, doesn't it? You know. Cheers. Oh, what a better day. Warmer, sun's out. Oh, it's a gusher. Oh, a little bit of a gusher. Oh, that's nice. I'll try and pour it better. There's been some interesting beers, haven't there? I mean, they may be short date, they may be out of date, but you know, for me, these breweries that I've never had from before, and it's like a kid in the sweet shop. Oh, thank God, that cream ale was really blooming lively. So, I wonder if this is a bit like can condition, because there's a bit, I can see like sediment in there. Very, very good lacing and carbonation, long, strong carbonation. Obviously, yellow pour, white head, big white head. Lemon citrus. Yeah, I don't care monkeys about out of date. You should see how many out of dates I've got to the side of me. Yeah, I'll crack them open in January. I'm sure I will. Once I've done this. So I'm talking the wife into ordering me. She's going to buy it in a minute. When I go back inside, I'm going for that Titanic Brewery Grand Reserve pub in a box. 37 quid, £8 delivery, 45 quid, 12 beers, but the Grand Reserve is worth it on, you know, for what it is. And the plum cake or something, I don't know what. Right. Oh, that's sharp on the tongue, good bite on the tongue. Limonata. A Limonata pale. Doesn't say anything about being can conditioned. Store cold. Well, I'm in the right place for cold. Just been into. Do you know? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's the port infused. Is there 2 versions then? Didn't know that. Oh, I'll have to double check before I order it. Port infused. I can't remember what I've reviewed in the past. Right, and they're both 6.5%. That is. Because obviously you've got your standard plum porter, and then I just thought it was Grand Reserve plum porter. I've not clocked the port infused. I must have had it. I might have to go search one of my old reviews now and double check. Definitely seems like there's a bit of sediment in there. I've just washed this glass. If it shows up on camera. It's very lively beer. Just been to Tesco's. there was a new, I think it was a Kavik, if that's how you pronounce it. Is it North Brewery? That was in. It's not been in stock for a while. But I've had the 750ml bottle. The ones that are coming with the pub in a box, they're the 330ml. So unless they're not the port infused, I'll have to check that out before I get her to order it, me. Can't be a bit of port. Port and Stilton, made for each other's. Glass of port, big lob of Stilton. Oh, bloody hell. Just like ratatouille, where you eat them two different types of flavours. They really are nice. Ah. So I have had the port infused before then, but not the normal one. That's interesting. I mean, the port infused is gorgeous. Maybe that's why they charge a bit more for it. That's interesting to know. I picked up a triple Carmelest. I think that's what it was called. 750ml bottle, 8.4%, a fiver, just now from Tesco's. Just got home from shopping. Tesco's was rammed. They've got this red and green thing on the front of the store. Well, I don't know if that works because I've never seen it red. And it was rammed in there. It's like a light citrusy pale ale. It is a pale, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Really nice. Nice beer. In fact, out of all these beers so far, from both kits, I've only had one that was a bit dodgy. That hemp lager. That was a bit not my cup of tea. Gotta be honest. I mean, I can drink anything, but AB InBev, is that the Bush people? Yeah, I don't like it. I kind of, when breweries get took over by the big breweries, they lose their identity. And it'd be interesting to see what happens to Fuller's now. Asahi. Now they've took over, whether it will mean anything. Brexit's going to be interesting to see what happens next year. Especially with foreign beers. I think next weekend I'm going to do me Waitrose, drive out to Waitrose and get some beers from them. And that'll be me done for Christmas then. I think I've got enough beers. The problem is it's that time of the year. When every flipping shop you go into, there's something new you've not had before. And not if just for a beer fan, but with spirits, with wines, and there's cracking deals and stuff that only comes out at Christmas. Like buy 6 get 25% off your wines. It's like the likes of Sainsbury's and that. It used to be great for us because we'd get 25%, but we'd also get staff discount at 15%, and sometimes even 20% if they're feeling flush. And then if you reduce, like me, I worked on the beers, wines and spirits department. So if you had any wines coming with dodgy labels or, or something spilt down them, we'd reduce the wines down accordingly and then keep them for ourselves, obviously. Yeah. I'm like that. I keep looking on Facebook's evil and Instagram because you add these breweries that you've never had before. Well, I don't know if anybody else is, but I'm entering competitions like a twat. I am. All these ones where you tag and that. I wouldn't do anything naughty like that. But Wildwood Beer Company beers are interesting. They've got an £8 one. I can't remember the bloody name of it, but yeah, really. Oh, when I looked on Waitrose's website, it was one of them. Yeah, it was a box ticking beer, and I forgot where I was now. It's gone. Okay, no. Yeah, but this time of the year, sweet shop time, and I'm sometimes glad when I ain't got any money, because if I ain't got any money, I can't go treating myself. Ninsaki, that might be it, you know. That rings a bell. That does ring a bell. Good evening. So that's tonight's beer. I need to put it. So yeah, I put it there. See, no, it's too far away, boss. Yeah, that's tonight's beer. A nice lemony citrus pale ale. Really quaffable, really easy drinking, good pub beer in my opinion, from Wylam Brewery. I don't know if Lowcostbeer is still selling these advent calendars, but you know, 45 quid to get the amount of different beers from all over the country. I think that's decent, very decent, and that's free delivery and all. Good evening. I mean, you see a lot of these beer advent calendars, but a lot of them you have a paying like 9,500 quid, and you know, a lot of them are crap. Some of the beers, you know, they're just not interesting. And he's done a good. The bloke who owns Low Cost, he's done a good choice so far. Some good stuff. I mean, I've not even seen this one on the Low Cost site. I've not come across it anyway. You know, I randomly go on every 2 or 3 days just to see what's out. More in the draft stuff, you know, because some of their draft stuff's amazing. Although some of it's the pricing is different at times. Obviously, it's what they get, what they buy it for. Lovely bitey beer, really interesting. Can't remember ever having one of these either, unless I've had it in a beer festival when they've been at Lanarkshire Sainsbury's when we did beer festivals back in the day. I mean, yeah, I think 45 quid. If he does it again next year, I'll definitely go for it. I mean, that was 45. The Adventure Beer one was 75. But obviously, Adventure Beer, most of the beers from Adventure Beer are going to be selling at 3 quid and upwards. And I do know, because he's already told me, that he's put a special beer in on the 24th. It's going to be a good one. And I kind of guess what it is for the Adventure Beer. So that'll be good. A couple of strong ones on the run up to Christmas, calm the nerves. Oh, macchiato porter. Oh dear. I'd love to go around the country, going from one to another. You know, different breweries and that. You know, yeah, good prices. 45 quid's outstanding price. Even 75 is not bad. You know, for local breweries, because obviously they're not selling to supermarket. Good evening. They're not selling to supermarket prices, which is always the thing, you know. I mean, obviously, when supermarkets buy any beer, they can buy it at silly prices, and they'll buy a massive quantity, so the brewery can reduce the stock price. Begs the question. You look at not a lot of this stuff these days, 4 quid. Yeah, North Star's flipping lovely. 9%. It's a box ticking beer, that is. That's a beer for Saturday night, sat at home, big nice steak on your plate, watching a Christmas film, 2 or 3 of them. Oh. The only problem is I drink all my favourite beers first, and then I'm left with the stuff that I'm not so keen on. Hence why I've got about 40 bottles here that are either out of date or short date, and I need to crack on and get them drank. And then I've got all them low alcohol ones that I bought that I'm not really fussed on, but I bought them just to say I've done them, you know. And it was a cracking way to not piss the wife off and say, oh, I'm doing a low alcohol beer review or alcohol-free beer review. And then come down the shed and drink something decent. But, you know, can't win them all, can you? In the summer, anyway. I mean, I've seen blokes in the morning at Wetherspoons at 9:30 in the morning queuing up and thinking, God, there's a good queue here for breakfasts. Me and my wife were having breakfast. They're all on the beer. 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. I think, fucking hell, that's early, you know. I mean, unless you've been on the night shift, then fair play, because you've been on the night shift or early morning shift. Not seen that. Yeah, not seen it at all. The Imperial Kirschstout. I've looked in 2 separate Tesco's near me. I might get my daughter to go in her Tesco's. She lives in Derbyshire, where I'm in Nottinghamshire. Yeah, I mean, there's a time when I had a beer at 12 o'clock, and I'm 4% and I'm pissed as a fart, just on one, because it's too early in the day for for your body, or you're just topping up last night's beers, which is usually the case. Nottingham Forest lost again. Okay, now we are really in relegation mire. Shit for luck. I don't know. And they've got a good manager as well. But when you buy 12 new players, you're asking for trouble. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, it's a shame, really. It's a shame, Forest, dreadful. It's a shame with. There's one thing I noticed in Tesco's tonight. I walked in, and they've got a Woodford's Wherry, if that's how you pronounce it, starter beer homebrew kit. So Tesco's have actually caught on to the fact that homebrew is massive at the moment. I mean, since lockdown, you look at all the homebrew stores, Love Brewing, Creative Winemaking, the whole lot of them. They've been under immense amount of people buying homebrew kits. Let's hope they bought some decent kits. Luckily, the one I brewed last night started brewing. That's all right, but the other 2 things I brewed, fucking hell, it's all over my floor in the dining room. Yeah, I mean, Wilco sell Woodford kits as well. So I've got a couple of their cans here somewhere on the beer wall. I've been to a Forest game for years now. I begrudge paying 25 quid and then going down and watching them play shit. And you think to yourself, you fuckers are getting paid thousands of pounds to run around the pitch for 90 minutes. And the prices went up as well with home brewing. Because demand's so high, a lot of the kits, the prices have gone up. And that's been a bit of an issue with homebrew during lockdown. Some of the cheaper kits have gone up about 2 or 3 quid. Wow, that was gorgeous. Tell you what, the Lowcostbeer advent calendars, I absolutely rate them. Whether you'll get the same beer, even if you order one now, whether you'll get the same beers, probably not. He did admit that the other day. He says if we've ran out on some beers, then. But I wonder how many they've sold. I mean, the other day he said he sold like 15,000 bottles of Little Creatures Pale Ale. So that is some amount. Yeah, so lovely lemon citrus pale ale for me. Good taste for it, nice bite to it, and really enjoyed it. And not a beer. It's not a go-to beer for me. These beers aren't. But the beers that aren't go-to beers that you drink and they're really nice, they're the ones. You drink something that you've paid 10 quid for, and you drink it and you think, oh God, that was rubbish. And then you get some that you're not really fond of and you think, no, that's not bad, For me, and I need to cut off before I get to 20 minutes because that's fucking YouTube's. For me, about a 4.3 out of 5. And that's it for this beer review. I'm back in 5 minutes. I'm doing another beer review straight after. And thanks for watching. See you soon. I'll turn off before Google, not YouTube. Fuck it up.